Well, hello gorgeous, how are you guys doing today? If you're new to my channel, my name is Gloria. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. How are you? I love you guys so much. Well, today we have a very exciting video. Oh, it's my birthday, I can do what I want. It is my birthday, by the way, that's why I decided to bless you guys with a how to grow your natural hair video. You know why? Oh my god, my bangs are out of place, but it's okay. I'm going to share with you guys how I managed to grow my natural hair. I went from this to this. Can you believe it? Within 3 years. Yeah, I last cut off my hair. It was September 28th, 2018. Okay, first off, I'm going to give you a backstory. And no, I'm not naturally blessed with hair, because I remember I used to go to the salon and the ladies would be like, oh my god, she has PQ. And I never knew what PQ meant, so I asked someone and someone told me like, it means poor quality. So they used to say my hair was of a poor quality. I didn't even care about it, by the way, because I already knew that my hair was bad and I didn't like it, so I never cared about it. I used to bleach my hair. I will put some pictures here so that you guys can see. I used to bleach my hair anytime that I wanted. I used to cut my hair anytime that I wanted. I never knew how to take care of natural hair. Trust me, everything was like the first time and I had to make my mistakes. I had to make my blunders. Okay, what made me decide to go natural? Okay, let me give you a short story real quick. I used to work in UAE, United Arab Emirates, and I lived in a place called Alain. So there were not very many African salons there, and I really, for some reason, I never even cared to check for the salons. So I used to do things by myself. I used to relax my hair, bleach it, do everything that I wanted to do. It's like I did experiment. That I'm grateful that I got a chance to do before I chose to go natural. Yeah, so there was this specific day I decided to bleach my hair as usual and color it green, which I did. But then, stupid me didn't know that if your hair is already bleached, then it's weak, you can't relax it. So the very day that I bleached it, I followed it up with a relaxer. Boy oh boy, when I tell you that my hair fell out, it did fall out. I would touch in my head and I would come back with a patch here, and then I wasn't really bothered about it. The fact that I never even cared about hair, I was like, oh cool, I'll just work with what I have left. But then I'm going to show you a video here, and that was the last time I had that hair. Yeah, we decided to go for that trip. I still had patches in my head, and then when we came back, my hair kept on falling out, real falling out. Then I sat myself down and I was like, what am I holding on to? There is nothing really left. I had patches all over. Sadly, I didn't take photos, so I decided to go bald. I shaved it off, all of it, and I didn't care. It didn't hurt my feelings because I was used to shaving off my hair, so I went bald. When I went bald, I sat down and then I realized the problem came because of a relaxer and then the colors that I was using. Not saying you shouldn't relax your hair. Do you boo, whatever you want, just do it, but do it wisely. Don't be like me, because I never took the wise turn. So that's how I ended up losing all the hair I had on my scalp. But I don't regret it. You know why? There was a blessing in disguise, because then I went from someone who wouldn't even hold a puff to this. I would never even, I was one of those girls who would try to squeeze a small puff in a rubber band, that's straight puff, but it will never get to be a puff. I was one of those girls, but now here I am. I have hair. I'm surprised I have hair. Yeah, so that was it. When I went bald, I started watching natural hair videos, and then I was like, oh, I'm not relaxing my hair anymore. Not on what I've seen. I'm not relaxing my hair anymore. Yeah, so that's the backstory. Enough of the talking. Now, let me tell you how or what I did to grow my hair. So number one, what I'm going to say, if you're a beginner like how I was, I didn't know anything about natural hair. Grew up from a place where everyone had straight hair, so I really didn't know anything. When I said I didn't know shit, I didn't know anything, not even the basics. So number one, when you're a beginner to natural hair, you're going to learn how to take care of your hair. It is totally different from relaxed hair. You're going to have to ditch the other small tooth combs, and then you start looking for these combs that pick out your hair, okay? And then you look for wide tooth combs. Like, you're going to ditch the other small combs that we are used to when we are combing our relaxed hair. Honey, those don't work with natural hair. You're going to end up breaking all your hair and you feel bad about it. You're going to have to deep condition your hair. Yeah. When you have your hair out, you can't go a week without deep conditioning your hair. You will deep condition with heat. There are very many products out there. I'm not going to recommend any product because I'm still venturing and I haven't found a favorite product yet. But I have a favorite DIY combo that works better for me. At first I used to use Cantu products, and I'm sorry if they do work for you, but for me, their deep conditioner used to dry out my hair so bad, but that makes my hair hella soft. So I think in the beginning, try out as many products as possible so that you can know by the time your hair is to this stage or beyond this stage, you already know the products that work for you and the ones that don't work for you. Like, even if you're black and I'm black, at the end of the day, our hair is different. It reacts different to different products. So if it didn't work for me, it might work for you. But deep conditioning is key. Why? Because it keeps your hair moisturized and it helps you when you're combing so that your hair doesn't break. I don't know where we are, but I'm assuming we're on number 3. You're going to need some supplements. Yeah, this is MSM. This, I swear by it, can speed up the process of your hair growth. I can't lie, it's not even sponsored, but this thing, try to watch some reviews of people who tried MSM. Trust me, it really works. Yeah. But I've already tried this kind of MSM. I know there is a lot of MSM out there, so make your research before doing it. You know, like everything out there, you have to make your research before trying it because you're putting it in your body. But yeah, get hair supplements. There are a lot of supplements out there, but this is what I recommend because it's what I have used. So number 4, you're going to have to trim your ends. Now, let me first explain this to you. We all know hair grows from the scalp. So trimming your ends is not automatically going to make your hair grow. No. This is what is going to happen. Naturally, our hair gets those fairy knots. I don't know what happens. I don't know how it ties itself like those small knots. But what I've noticed, in the beginning I used to say like, why am I going to trim my hair? I mean, I want length, so if I'm trimming it, I'm losing the length. You don't really have to trim like an inch. Actually, you can do just dusting. And then I would say like, they're only knots, so why am I supposed to trim my hair because of knots? Like, they can as well be there. This is where the problem comes from. When you get a knot on your end, it's not only going to stay as a knot. In case another hair gets into it, so it's going to be too tangled in each other. The problem is you're not going to tell the other hair like, oh, you can get tangled in this one, like at the end. No, it might get tangled in the other one in the middle, and then you have to cut like from here. So you're losing much more than you would have lost in the first place if you trimmed your hair. You're going to avoid heat, my darling. Okay, this is what I can say about heat. When you choose to use heat, let it be once in a while. Not this kind of thing like, oh, every week I'm going to use heat on my hair, or every month I'm going to use heat on my hair. Anyway, everyone's hair is different, but heat is really not good for your hair because sometimes it leads to heat damage. It really goes out like this. It will never curl back no matter what you do, and it will never look like the other hair, and you don't want your hair to look like relaxed hair when it's natural. And then what I realized, heat also makes your hair too thin if you use heat like on a daily basis, or if you use heat like so often, it makes your hair too thin. So if you want volume and if you want your hair to be healthy, darling, you're gonna have to stay away from heat. And then if you have to use heat on your hair, just use the heat protectants. It is, try to get essential oils. I used to use rosemary and peppermint, then tea tree. Some of them, tea tree used to help with dandruff, and then it also promotes hair growth. I love rosemary and peppermint. You can get a few drops. Don't put it directly on your scalp. No. Add it in your favorite oil. Maybe if you're using Jamaican black castor oil, add a few drops in and then put it on your hands, rub it, and then start to massage your scalp. Massage. That will help your hair to grow faster. But remember, the key is to retain the length by taking care of your hair. Okay? Your hair, it's not that your hair doesn't grow. Your hair grows, but retaining the length. You're going to try Ayurvedic herbs. That I'm not going to go in its depth, but I know one lady I used to watch religiously. It's called Kali Proverbs. Yeah. You can go on her channel and watch her videos about Ayurvedic herbs. You learn a lot, and they did help me. That's why I'm recommending. And here's the part that is not sweet for most people. You're gonna have to exercise. Yeah, because when you exercise, it stimulates blood flow and all that stuff, and then it helps in hair growth. Drink plenty of water, eat vegetables, eat healthy, because basically what we eat is what makes our body to glow and grow and be everything, you know. So try to eat healthy. Try to stay away from fast foods if you want your hair to be healthy and grow, because most of the foods that we eat actually enable hair growth. Okay, another thing, you're going to do protective styling. You can do that with your natural hair if it's already grown, but I'm assuming that it's not yet grown, so you have to use like the hair that we buy, maybe the weaves or the braids and all that stuff. One thing I have to tell you about protective styling is that you have to be careful with the person you trust to plait your hair, and you have to remember that this is your head, so your hair stylist is not going to decide for you. You're going to have to decide for yourself. Do not go for these styles where I will put a picture right there, where they get your hair and twist it very hard, because that means by the time you unplait it, your hair is going to come out from your scalp and you will be losing your hair. You're not keeping any hair, you're not going to get any length retention, you're actually going to end up losing your own hair on your scalp. So tell them, please don't plait my hair too tight. Even if they tell you like, oh, it will not last for so long, because that's the excuse they always have, that's fine. It is your head, it is your hair. You know your goal, you're trying to grow your hair. So don't let them braid your hair so tight. And then the other thing, when you're doing your protective styling and it's time to unplait your hair, please try to find a day when you're not busy and do that yourself. Because when you go to the salons, I'm not saying that all hairstylists don't really know what they're doing. They do, but majority of the ones that I've experienced, they don't really care that much. They just do it for the sake of doing it. So they rush through it in order to assist another customer. And by that process, like, they will not handle your hair the way you do with care. They will not do that. So if it's time to unplait your hair, do it at home with care. Take your time to unplait it. Take your time to separate the tangles. Don't pull them out, but be careful, go one by one. If it refuses, get a hair scissor and chip. Just cut that off. Do not break it because that is going to cause damage. It's going to cause split ends. Okay? The other thing, get your hands out of your hair. Please stop it. Don't touch your hair all the time. You're going to ask me why. The thing is, when you touch your hair all the time, you're going to find fairy knots, which are very common. And when you find them, it's so easy to be like, oh, it is here, tip. And then instead of getting scissors to trim it off or to cut it off, you're going to want to pull it off. And that is going to damage your hair. It's going to cause more danger than good. So stop touching your hair all the time. Leave it alone. Let it breathe. The other thing is that you're going to have to keep your hair stretched. No, you don't need to use heat in order to stretch your hair. There are very many methods that can help you to stretch your hair. There is threading. You can use a rubber band method. You can twist your hair in three. Stretching your hair out helps your hair not to get tangled together, and it makes it easier for you when you're going to comb it. So it minimizes the breakage that you might experience, and when it minimizes the breakage, you retain the length, and hence your hair is growing. Keep your hair moisturized. So when you deep condition your hair at maybe, let's say, on your weekend, in the middle of the week, you can try to re-moisturize your hair. You can get your leave-in conditioner with water, spray water, and then add your leave-in conditioner and your favorite oil. I love olive oil and Jamaican black castor oil, so you can use those to re-moisturize your hair and then twist it and then wait till the weekend comes for you to deep condition it. Moisturizing your hair helps your hair not to be dry all the time, because when your hair is dry and you comb it, it's going to snap and break. So when it's moisturized, it's not going to break and it's going to be easy to manage. Okay? And then know the right time when you're supposed to comb your hair. Don't comb your hair when it's dry, and then don't comb your hair when it's very wet. I've realized that when I comb my hair when it's very wet, it's also easy for it to break. So I comb my hair when it's not really dry and it's not wet. That's when it's easy to comb my hair and not damage it or break it or anything. Yep. And then the other thing I'm going to tell you, if you're a new natural, probably you don't know this, but be careful where you pass. Be careful where you put your hair, because our hair tends to get stuck in stuff a lot. I remember, like yesterday, I was cleaning like under the bed, and then my hair got stuck there, and then I tried to remove it, but I couldn't, so I had to break some pieces in order for me to pull out my head. Sometimes when you're passing under the tree, your hair will get stuck in the leaves, so be careful when you have your hair out like this. Another tip is to massage your scalp. You can invert your head down, and then, or maybe you sit on your bed and then invert your head down, or on the chairs and then put your head down, and then try to massage your scalp at least for 5 minutes. I have this massaging comb that I use. This is very good. You massage your scalp at least for 5 minutes. That promotes blood circulation, and then your hair will grow faster. I guess that will be it for this video. I hope there is anything that you've learned, and I hope that there is anything that is going to help you to grow your hair. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the notifications bell so that you can be notified anytime I post a new video. I do post a video every Wednesday and Friday. Until next time, guys, I love you. Bye. Adios. Bye.